Now, when you were going to all your court hearings in the feds, would you be able to just walk right into the courtroom, freely, uncuffed? No, they actually cuff you into
Like King Velasquez, yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yep, and I had my hands. Matter of fact, when Frank, he had a little situation. Frank DiGiacomo, my old attorney, he had a little situation where after he had surgery, he kind of almost fainted, and I tried to catch him, but I got my hands, to my side. The deputy ended up grabbing him, and you know what I mean. But yeah, man, they drag you in there, man, like you done committed 6 murders and shit. You know what I mean, and. Like I say, they want your family to see this. They would send me right out there in handcuffs. I'm gonna do the same thing, walk in and walk out.
Yeah, I guess they only let you not be cuffed if you're going to trial, so that a jury, the jury gets to see you in a suit.
In a humanized fashion. Yeah.
That's crazy. So that's like for every single time you're in the courtroom, they bring you in like that.
And they bring you in like that, take you out like that, and then get right back in the back and take it off. And put you in the cell, but it's no, like I say, they do it for a lot of effect. But it also could be to protect, in their minds, somebody from trying to jump over to, say, somebody that's in the audience, a prosecutor, or, a court clerk or something. So, but it don't need to be at that level, of security,
Now, what about when inmates are being transported from, I don't know, point A to point B to point C? Are there different levels of cuffing when, in your experience, on the federal level? Like some people are cuffed on the ankles because I guess they deem them more of a threat than the next guy.
Well, it's standard operating procedure in certain places. You know what I mean? And going through transport, you're definitely going to be shackled at the ankles. You're shackled at the waist. The problem I had was, certain situations, but being on an airplane. Shackled at the waist, shackled at the ankles. If this thing go down, and they know, trying to eat your sandwich with being shackled at the waist, trying to, use the restroom, being shackled at the waist, on an airplane, your survival, if it's hit the water and it don't sink so fast, you definitely ain't gonna be doing no swimming.
All y'all are drowning, right?
We drowning, baby. We out of there.
Can't swim like that.
But yeah, they make sure that they, standard operating procedure when you in transport. A lot of times when you in the county jail, they could have you with just a minimum handcuffs on. But I remember even back in the county jail, for some reason, if you was on the main line, you could just be handcuffed to somebody else with one hand. When you coming out that blood or that crib module, oh man, they had you shackled down. You know what I mean? So it's just, like I say, different places, different people.
I was just shocked to see Cain Velasquez shackled like that.
They didn't have to do that, man. I'm going to just be totally honest with you. They didn't have to do that.
It's ridiculous. So when you got transported from place to place at the federal level, they would put you in planes?
Oh, yeah, depending on where you're going, because, federal is the USA. So, you fly in different airports, fly in, different hubs. And, hey, man, they transport. This is a job for, they have air marshals. This is an everyday job, man, where they just flying inmates across the country every day. You know.
I guess the federal level, they got more money because the homeboy from J-Stone, Fruittown, Piru, he said when they took him to that private prison in Arizona, way up from another prison in California, it was like a 20-something hour bus ride.
Yeah. Now, they do both, you know what I mean?
And you can't use the bathroom the entire bus ride.
Man, they make it hard on you, man. I mean, you really treat it like...
How you can't use the bathroom for 20 hours?
Hey, bro.
You cannot take a dump for 20 hours.
No, not at all. You know what I mean?
That's the rule.
Hey, that's not at all. You know what I mean? So a couple days before, you better slow down on your eating.
Do you get a warning when you're going to be transported on a certain date?
Well, once you go on the transport, once you transpack, when you take your belongings to R&R, and pack them up, you finna be moving. So you don't know what time, what date. They try to keep that a secret from you, man. But you finna be moving. So you get ready, say, look, my phone cut off and my email cut off, I'm moving,
Yeah.
And I never forget, I didn't tell my wife where I was going, so I end up in Oklahoma. So and I called her and I'm like, hey, I didn't even tell her I was going to go do time in Texas, but right this moment I'm in a facility in FDC, Oklahoma. So I got jumped on the phone. Hey, what's going on with you? She like, what the hell are you doing in Oklahoma? They can actually track you over the she said when my email and they sent the email to say you can no longer email is gone. She went to bop.gov. You know the women, they gonna do the investigation.
Yeah.
You can't get the
She's just making sure you ain't getting no other visits.
right. Hell, you doing it in Oklahoma? You know what I mean? But yeah.
So, but when you're on a plane, you can go use the bathroom though, right?
I mean, you gonna go piss and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, sit your ass back down.
But at least the plane trip is not 20 hours.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, I couldn't believe that you're supposed to be on a bus for 20 hours and you can't take a dump not one time. That's crazy.
No, man, it's inhumane.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this video clip of Streets and Scholars podcast with Alex Alonso and FG. If you want to listen to the entire episode, go to your favorite podcast platform and type in Streets and Scholars. But we're available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify. And thanks for listening to another episode of Streets and Scholars.